Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be doing a pick a symbol reading inspired by my favorite beverage. So please take a moment and choose whichever symbol resonates with you the most. You can pick more than one if you feel guided to, and you can find the corresponding timestamps down below to find out what is brewing in your life. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And as always, I encourage you to please listen to your own intuition above all else. Okay, pile number one. So let's see if it's brewing in your life. So I have your cards all set out. And the first thing that I want to say is I'm hearing that song from Rudolph, Put One Foot in Front of the Other. And they're like, you're supposed to sing that, Jenna, but no, Jenna doesn't sing. not in front of others. So that is coming up. And I feel that that's a very important message because the overall message in your card here is the path card. And it says, wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. So I love that. I also heard we're dreaming, not doing. Reverse that. We're doing, not dream. Well, okay. They don't want me to talk about that right now. They're like, no, we're screwing up your words for a reason because we don't want you to focus on that just yet. Okay, so we want to focus on putting one foot in front of the other. So one thing that I was getting to, so it's getting a little bit later where I am for me to be filming because my dad comes home around dinner time and I just felt like I'm taking too much time. I need to rush. Like I know what I need to do. I need to rush. So that's a message right there in itself for someone. Before I get into this, is you probably know at least an aspect of where you want to go, but don't rush because there's the perfect timing card. All right, the perfect timing. That's whenever you get there is when you get there. So don't worry about that. Okay, so let's talk about this path, shall we? So you have the Gambler card, and I interpret the image. So I interpret this usually as like the Fool in the Tarot, the beginning of a journey. Except I do feel that this is a beginning of a new journey for you, but it's not like the Fool. It's not the same as the Fool energy where you're a beginner. It's a beginning of a new phase, but you're not a beginner. They showed me this on the bottom of the deck, and every time I see this, it's like you're seasoned. This is this angel has long white hair and a long white beard. You're seasoned. So you've been through it. Your healing journey, your spiritual journey, whatever this is, you've been through a journey. They're saying we all have, Jenna, and now is the beginning of something new, which is so amazing. And that's what's brewing for you. They want me to rhyme all the time. Oh, okay. There's something about rhyming that they enjoy. Anyways, okay, so we are talking about this lovely new journey that's brewing for you. You have the Guide card. So to me, she's embarking on her journey and she has the owl with her. So the owl in this case is your inner wisdom. It's also help from your angels and guides, which I love that. Sorry, my mom's home, so you might hear some noises. Don't worry about the pace as much because you do have the Chariot. So to me, this is forward movement. They're saying steady. Steady as she goes. You know, on any journey as we're doing things, Some things take longer than others. So they're really like, don't worry about it. Again, with the perfect timing card, everything will happen in the perfect timing. And the example that they're giving me, and this is going to be like a very different example, but just to give you an idea, okay? What I was driving home one day from work, and all of a sudden, for some reason, my speed just started to drop, but my foot was steady on the pedal. And I'm like, like what the heck? So I tried to push a little harder so I could go a little quicker, but it wasn't budging. The pace of me driving was not budging. And at that point in time, I was going around this big curve, and there's this big kind of rock, or whatever you want to call it, cliff, and you go around it and then downward. Well, someone was passing when they shouldn't have. And if I was continuing at the speed that I was at, they would have hit me head on. And what they're saying is, please trust in our timing, because we know when you're ready for whatever it is you're ready for. We may be helping you avoid hiccups, they're saying. In that case, it saved my life. Okay? So please trust in this timing. Please don't try to rush it, even if you know where you're going, because they're here to help us, right? So we have to kind of, again, with the Fool energy, just, blindly taking these steps. We may know, again, you might know where you're going, but just have that faith to take that leap. Not even, anyways, I hope that's coming out clearly, but that's what they're saying. Have that faith that everything is going to work out, okay? On this path, you have the indecision card come out sideways. We also have the Seven of Cups come out sideways. So to me, these are all about decisions, choices, and that sort of thing. But they're coming out sideways. So there's a couple of ways that I can interpret this. Number one, it could be that, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go is up to you, right? Ultimately, you have that say. But I'm also getting from this is you already made the choice. You already know where you're going. You can change your mind, they're saying, but to me, especially with the Seven of Cups, this is like there's so many options and I'm overwhelmed. That's how I take it. There are so many options for you, wherever you may go, but I don't feel that you're overwhelmed. There is that sense of trust in your intuition of wherever you may go. So I love that. What was I going to say? Okay. I was going to say something else about this card. Right. Okay, so the imagery. So with the Ten of Wands, to me, he can't see where he's going. He knows where he's going. He's headed towards his house, but he can't see where he's going, if that makes sense. Same with this guy. He's got a blindfold on, but he's taking the steps anyways. When I was about to put on your video for this reading, more often than not, I put the spread out and I got generally the overall message, and then more come out as I talk. But with yours, I only knew like 2 things that I would speak about. But I had faith that the rest of it would unveil itself. And it will, Jenna. And it will. So this is what's happening. You have the faith that whatever this is unveiling itself. Bottom of the deck. To me, this is all about the reward, the harvest, all the fruits of your labor. That's what's coming. And it's funny because your spread with the tarot, so many different cards came out. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Page of Wands. The King of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands. You have the Five of Swords. And the Empress card. And they all came out sideways. And I thought, okay, what's with all the sideways? Because to me, the sideways cards are about whatever you decide. That's what they're saying. On this journey, you can be whoever it is you want, honey. If you want to be the Queen of Wands, be the Queen of Wands. If you want to be the King, the Page, a Knight, it's up to you. It's up to you. They kind of made me feel that the last cycle that we were in was about bringing us back to ourselves. Our origins. And they're giving me chills because at the bottom of the deck, you had the Origins card. Remember your roots. All right. So this last journey, we were coming back to ourselves, into that alignment, right? Shedding what really wasn't serving us, shedding aspects of ourselves that weren't us. That weren't us. This stage is about, they said, finding what you're made of or discovering who you truly are. But to me, I really want to focus on finding what you're made of. And that, when saying that, that could be taken in a negative way. But this is all about your strength. They know how much strength you have and how much power, but you don't. You never will. Not the ultimate power that you have. This is the journey. This is what's brewing for you. You realizing just how much power you have, how much control you have on this path, deciding who you are, who you want to be. The one thing that I love in this, with all these cards, is that the Five of Swords came out too, right? So to me, all of these are positive cards except for this one. And they say, honey, you make the choice every morning when you wake up. If you are going to be the type of person who spreads love or who spreads hate, someone who takes from others or someone who gives. And in that case, taking is negative, right? We wake up every morning deciding, are we going to criticize and talk about others today? Or are we going to spread the love again? So that's why I love that being in there. I don't feel that for you. I don't feel that at all. But you still have a choice. I'm also feeling that, they're going to make me run again, that healing your heart is brewing for you, or has been. They're making me feel has been. It kind of looks like in this card that this broken heart is mending. It's coming back together as one. And you can interpret that as your whole self too. But you also have woman holding a heart in reverse. For some of you, I am feeling that this mending of your heart, this wanting to be or more confident in being more vulnerable and more open, more giving with your heart, Because when someone breaks it, we're less likely to want to give it out again, right? But you have the door to romance card. So romance is in the cards for you. Literally, they're saying. If you want it. The Prince card came out sideways. So for those of you who are single, I feel that you're not even seeing this and they're saying no. You don't see this person. You may feel them coming. You may have an idea, just like me. Okay, I've done the work. I've been doing the work. I said you done the work. So really, I've asked for it. So it could come in. And they're saying, you're not going to see it coming. So that's, it's brewing and they're letting you know it's brewing. Have faith that it's coming, but you're not going to see it coming. For those of you who are wanting love, I always say this just in case, like I am getting the sense that, yeah, this person's going to pop that. But I'll always say this. If you want love, speak it, right? All the readings that I have been doing in the past little while is all about this is up to you. If you want it, you speak it, and your wishes are command. You have to take certain action towards it when you are guided to, but if that's what you want and you haven't asked the universe for it, I would just say ask them anyways. But I am getting, especially with the Door to Romance card coming out, this is coming. This is coming. Yeah. They're showing me these two together. The Empress and the Page of Cups. So an offer of love. Because I feel, especially with the Empress, it's like you're embodying, it doesn't matter what gender you are. The Emperor isn't in Uranus, they say it doesn't matter. But embodying just, how do I even want to put it? Like the God and Goddess energy, right? Where you know who you are. You know that you're deserving of this love, of this level of love. They're saying this level. Ooh. That's one thing you might not be anticipating is the level of love and commitment that's coming to you. And I love that in this image, he has a bouquet of flowers, right? Anyone can give you flowers, they're saying, but this person, this level of love, you, what? Really? They're saying you haven't even seen it in the movies, honey. So that's pretty exciting. That is very exciting. Interesting. Another thing that I am seeing of what's brewing for you, they want to bring my attention to the Judgment card. It came out sideways because we don't know exactly the timing of it. They're not going to tell us, they know. But this is how I'm interpreting the Judgment card. Is it looks like they're popping out of their homes and celebrating. So the end of the pandemic, essentially, like the reopening of things and things going back to the new normal, right? So I love that because this is what's brewing for us, right? Being able to come out of our caves, they're saying, and out of our shells. So that's really interesting, out of our shells. For some of us, we may not have been interacting socially for a while now, or at least very limited, right? You could be doing Zoom meetings at work, but it still doesn't, it's not the same. But with all the work that you've been going through, you might not even have interacted with someone. They're saying at a soul level, definitely not. Because you do have the community card in reverse. and also the gossip card. But what I'm feeling here is we don't even anticipate the level of loyalty and love and commitment from our soul tribe. So even if you are in a relationship, whomever is coming in for you in friendship, we are not even anticipating the level of friendship that we can receive from someone else. Because what we would compare it to is what we've had before. And with us being kind of in those lockdowns, right? Kind of in our cocoon, yes. In our cocoon where we are healing and working on ourselves. And when we emerge as this beautiful butterfly, I know it's corny, but that's what they're saying, with our wings and soaring high, we haven't had that level of interaction. Wow. Because we're vibrating at a higher level, right? So they're reminding me of how part of me just thought, not necessarily me, just me, but at least those in my life, that I was the only one going through this. And like, no, honey, you weren't. And someone, I talked to them a few months ago, and they were treating me and acting as if I was still the person that they had seen a year or two ago. And it really irked me because I know I've changed just because my exterior circumstances haven't changed and appear the same to them. Well, that didn't mean that I haven't changed. And then I thought, well, didn't I do the same thing to this person? Because they have changed too, right? The level, and I mean, with that person, are they part of my soul tribe? No. No, they were part of a lesson and a blessing, they said. But now it's time to move towards those who we resonate with on that higher frequency and to experience that level of love with friends as well. Another thing that they were kind of making me feel, we have the 5 of Pentacles and we have the 2nd chakra card with Archangel Ariel. I feel that not only friendships, but we are finding people that we're going to be working with or that can help us along our way. So with the 5 of Pentacles, the way that I'm interpreting this card right now is he needed help. And my guys are like, he needed a leg up because he's on crutches, but not funny. Okay. They said, I thought it was kind of funny. But anyways, I feel that this woman is helping him, like leading him to where he could get help, right? Archangel Ariel, I've been working with her for a few months now, and she helps, part of what she does is help with the animal kingdom. And so to me, and part of my journey is working with the animal kingdom, okay? I should probably make that clear. But to me, what they're saying here is you are going to be finding people who you're going to be working with, not necessarily in a job or in that sort of way, but maybe people that can help you help others. Help, like banding together is what they're saying. We're not here to do this alone, honey. They've told me this before. We're not here to do it alone. We are here to help each other. Whether you're helping in your local community, whether you're helping others in an online community, you're banding together So that's what they're saying with our light. Our light is shining brighter, and that's helping to attract others who are vibrating at the same level as us. These other people. And people are awakening and on their journey kind of in layers, right? So those who may have come before us and did their journey before us, not that long ago, they may be helping us or have helped us on our journey, and now it's our time to help the next. And then they'll help the next, and so on and so forth. You'll be helping, and they're saying don't worry about it. Anyways, I mean, we're going to be helping more than just the next layer, but this is what, next layer, next group, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But being attracted towards those who we can work with. This could be even, and they're not in my head, this could be even you working alongside archangels. So I know I'm going to be working with Archangel Ariel. They say you already have been, and Archangel Raphael. I'm a healer, and I'm here to not only help other humans, but other living beings in the animal kingdom. So you may be discovering more and more what archangels are here to assist you. Okay? That's okay. So that's what I'm getting there. Now, what I'm getting here, okay. We have the journey card, and at first I was taking this, I usually take this card as us embarking on our journeys, right? But they're saying, no, honey, we're the conductor now. You're the conductor now, all right? They have made me feel this in my life where you kind of go through this process, you heal, and then you become a leader. So you can be a supervisor, whatever it is that you feel guided to call it. You are the conductor of this train now. So, okay. So those, all aboard, those who are boarding this train are the people that you are here to help, right? And you take them to their destination. So this could be you being a mentor for someone. You could be helping them along the way. You could be taking them to their next stop, right? So giving them healing or giving them advice or direction. You might not be with them their whole journey. No one's ever with someone their whole journey. They're like, except for us. But I love that. We are the conductors now. Love that. I love that. So we're helping to illuminate the way for others. Helping them to steer their ship in the right direction. So whether you want to interpret that as being a lighthouse, or being a co-captain. A co-captain, because everyone is the captain of their own ship. But we can be the co-captain. In the case of the conductor, you're helping them to get to the destination that they have chosen, right? So you can even be a life coach. They're saying it doesn't matter, Jenna. It doesn't matter. Everyone is here to help another move forward in their lives. Okay? So we are, in this card, I feel that she's kind of dreaming about making a move, dreaming about something or thinking about something. They're saying, in this case, we're not dreaming about it anymore, we're doing it. So you have the occupation card. So this to me is you doing work that you love doing, right? And you might not fully be there yet, and they're saying nobody is. But we're going to the next step. We kind of have an idea of where we're going, right? The world is waking up. Our light is spreading. I love that. If you can see in the world, the light is shining and the darkness is getting less and less. Okay? It might not seem like it right now, and they're showing me like watching the news. Don't focus on that. And as they say, when you hear the negative stories, the sad stories in the news, look for the helpers, right? Look for the helpers, those who came to the rescue, those who are doing fundraising for individuals who need it. Look for them. Our light is getting bigger and bigger. Our light. And it's helping. It's helping us to spread our light and others to spread theirs. They're bringing my attention to this dove, and it's in a golden light. So peace. Spreading peace and love. Helping others to bloom too. So we're not just a flower that that takes in the water just for ourselves, you know. We're not just watering our own flower. We're watering a bunch of others. Okay, that it makes more sense in my head. And they're saying, "Don't worry about it, Jenna. Don't worry about it." But okay. Well, even just thinking about our ecosystem and how the flowers bloom, and then there's the pollinators and everything, right? The ripple effect. I talked about this in another video. That's what we're here to do. Now, this is a completely different video than I thought would come out, and they say, Jenna, you've noticed this. The readings that you're doing have more deeper meanings than just what's coming in your life. Love, money. That's what I was kind of expecting. And they're saying, you know, don't expect that stuff though. Because we might be expecting things to other people to be the way that they used to be. But they may surprise you. As this person may come up and surprise you, others in your life may surprise you too, but in different ways. So with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, you may be thinking that someone's still a page. No. They've been crowned, and now they're the king. Okay. Now another thing that's coming up is you have the Improving Health card and the Recovery card. Part of me feels that's not for you, and they said, no, that's not for you. This is what you're going to be doing and giving for others. Helping others to recover, helping others to improve their health physically, mentally, emotionally, and they're saying socially too. Socially. Because by you being at a higher vibration, bringing in that higher vibrational love, relationship, friendships, other people are going to take notice of your light. They're going to take notice of your relationships. They might talk about you in a good way, maybe in a bad way, who knows. When we see others with close friendships, with close relationships, what does that do? Friendship goals, relationship goals, that shows other people the level that we can strive for, right? So as they said, this is better than the movies kind of love relationship, or better than the movies kind of friendships. The bar has been raised. It's been raised. So there's no more limitations. Oh, wow. Okay. They're hitting me with some things today. So the adjacent possibilities card came in reverse. So the floor is now the ceiling, but there's a door and it's open. And now what's the ceiling? They said, you have reached that ceiling and busted right through it. The bar is higher. I can't even show you because it cuts out. But the bar is higher. You did that. You did that. So those friendships, those frenemies, the people that pretend that they support you but don't really, those who get jealous of you when you get something in your life, they want me to do this. Gone. They might still come around, but you know better. You know better. And for those who are stuck, still with those type of friends or that type of relationship, they will see you and they will know that there's something better. There is something better for me. They're showing me that there's something better card that's in this deck. I used to kind of hate that card. It's like, but I want this. No, 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 no. Trust us, because we know what's there, what's better for you. Because we've seen it and we've experienced it, whereas you haven't, but you're about to. Okay? I think I'm going to end this video because I ended up talking way longer. I said angels and guides, like 20 minutes or less, and it's probably been way more than that. But what's brewing for you, the ending has already been here. You're setting out on a new journey where you have the wisdom to be able to listen to yourself and to find what you deserve. The relationship, the friendship, the job. And now it's your time to be the person to help others. Not that you haven't been, but this is like helping people at a level you probably never thought was possible for you. I'm experiencing that now, and they're like, Jenna, you're just like in kindergarten. You're in kindergarten in terms of your abilities and your gifts. You're probably the same way. We're working towards this. And what I love is in the background, there's a light, and they say it's just going to grow brighter and brighter, and it's going to expand bigger and bigger. So you may be embarking on this new journey, but you are the one who's in control, and you're taking others with you. I love that. I love that. Okay, pile number one, that's all I got for you. All I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if it resonates, and I hope you have a wonderful next few months where this starts to unfold. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, so pile number two, let's see what's brewing for you. For some reason, they want me to focus on the bottom of the deck. This card, and it came out in reverse. And to me, it's like, it looks like the guy is trying to push the water kind of above or below him. And what they're saying is, it's time to get your feet wet. It's time to get your feet wet. And they also want to bring my attention to this card at the bottom of the deck. You're ready. So there's something that you're ready for, and you might not fully feel ready for it. Aha. Yeah, you feel like you still have ways to go in this. You feel that maybe you're a beginner still, or that you want to, continue where you're at until you feel comfortable to move forward. But what they're saying is, no, honey, you're the official person in this case. You and your abilities are so much more aligned with your soul path, and you are so much further on it than you even anticipate. So you may be feeling, okay, yeah. They're showing me the snake, and it's shedding its skin, but there's still some left on it. You feel that there's still a little bit to go, and they're saying, no, honey, no. You've already done it. You've done the work, and they've been saying this for the last couple of videos that I've been doing. You have done the work. They're showing me the teacher card, and to me it looks like all the little pieces are coming together into this one piece. Things are starting to come together and to fit together. That's what's brewing here. So you've already been ready. That's nothing new, they're saying. But all of these little pieces are starting to come together, and you will see that. I feel that you have been blooming. You have the lily card. I'm taking that as you have been blooming. You have the child magic card and the angel of love. And I'm seeing this as being like a wounded child who maybe needed some extra love, right? Don't we all? But now I see you as the angel of love. Loving yourself, nurturing yourself. And you do have the child card. So I'm definitely feeling we've been working on some childhood wounding connected to self-love, self-worth, which isn't it all, right? But you have blossomed, and you probably don't even see that. You probably don't realize how much you have blossomed. I feel that this card, I really wanted to pull out. They were bringing my attention to this card because she's making a circle with her hands. And to me, you've come full circle on this journey. Because I was feeling with the child card, even before I was shuffling the cards, they were making me think of an old TV show I used to watch. And I'm like, why? Why? They say, we'll tell you why in a minute. But revisiting, it's like you've revisited your past for healing. You also have the journey card. You've come full circle. So this was, how did they term it? I can't remember the term that they get. But anyways, like you left the station, you went on your journey, and you came right back to the same station. But in this case, it's good. That journey that you went on, you were meant to go on. This was your healing journey, your spiritual journey. Round trip. Round trip. I think that's it. That's what they're saying, round trip. That's the word I was looking for. Okay? But you have this card, and to me, this is like, okay, so now we're back at this point. And there's two paths that we can take. What path are we going to take? I feel I know which one you're taking. There's one that's a little more windy, and it's going into a forest. And that makes me feel that whatever journey that you're going on, you don't really know the end destination. You might have an idea, but you don't really know exactly where you're going. In the forest, it can be a little bit darker, right? So in that case, I'm interpreting that as, yeah, we don't know exactly like every step we're taking. Nobody does. But what they're showing me in this card is the illumination. There's parts of it that are illuminated, the parts that you need to see as you go through this journey. And they are guiding you. Okay? So the relevancy of me talking about this, it's time to get your feet wet because you are ready for this. You are ready for this journey, and you might not feel like you are because this little girl is holding on tight to her stuffy, her stuffed animal. And it can be really hard to take that next step when we're going on another journey, right? Or the next part of our journey, I should say. It's scary. And that, I do get that feeling where you're like, maybe if I just kind of stay here a little bit longer. That's how I'm feeling with this. Maybe if I stay a little longer, I'll feel more confident to move on. No. Because you're ready. So they are guiding you. Your angels, your guides, your higher self. You're being guided. Listen to your intuition because you've been through this. You know exactly what to do. You might only know a few steps, but that's okay. That's all they want us to know anyways. They've been doing that with my readings lately, where instead of knowing generally the whole story, I only know bits and pieces and then the rest come out. And you know what? You know what's more important about that, right? Before I had a general idea, and I'm the type of person that has anxiety, so I like knowing the whole story before I embark on something. You might be the same way. Or feeling that I know enough, so I'm comfortable enough to start the video. But what they've been showing me is, Jenna, you only know maybe 2 aspects of a reading that we're going to be talking about. But these puzzle pieces, these messages keep coming together, and they come together perfectly, the way that they should. And the messages that I am receiving through that are so much better than what I came up with and what I could have come up with in the beginning. They're like, okay, don't discredit yourself, but they are deeper meanings. The meanings that are coming out are deeper than what the cards will even allow, right? So in that term, speaking about what the cards are showing, what they mean is we're not limiting ourselves when we are listening to our intuition and kind of allowing our spirit guides to be our guides. They're called spirit guides for a reason, right? And I feel so much lighter right now. They're making me feel lighter. We tend to limit ourselves in what we think that we are capable of and what we think that we can accomplish. No more. No more. The contract card, I know they're bringing my attention to the upside down scales, and I was like, okay, what do they mean here? Parachute. They're making me feel like it looks like a parachute. You're not going to fall. Take that jump. You have a parachute, and we are there to guide you. Okay? This isn't as scary as jumping out of a plane, they're saying, and some of you have done that. So don't worry about it. Do not worry about where you are going, because we will help you land safely. Okay? And they're kind of making me feel like you have enough knowledge in that analogy that you're the one that could be the diving instructor. I don't know what they call them. That's what I'm getting. But you have enough knowledge to jump from that plane and to know when to pull your parachute and do that all yourself. We are just your safety net. We will guide you, but you don't need guided anymore, not really, because you're listening to yourself. Okay? You have the action card on the bottom of the deck. It's time to take action, honey. It's time to begin. this next phase. They're showing me with the Sun Wealth card, the 777. So this is you on your path, and it's going to be a very profitable one, financially and otherwise. So they're showing me like pulling the lever. You can't win the jackpot at the casino without pulling the lever, right? So you may come here to find out what is coming in my life, and they're saying, no, honey, you know what's coming. Well, not fully, but you know what you need to do to make it come into your life. It's time to take action. To get that jackpot, you got to pull the lever. Oh my guys. Pull the lever, Kronk. That's what they're saying, and I can't even do that. But from Emperor's New Groove. My guys are silly. Okay. All right, yeah. They're bringing my attention to the abundance card. She's got a bowl full of gold coins, and it's overflowing. And they're saying you are going to be so profitable, not only financially, but otherwise, that your bowl, your cup is going to overflow so that you can help give back to others. They have the community card in reverse. To me, it's like you being able to give back to the community. Your local community or your family, your friends, doesn't matter who, but it's like you will be able to give back. You'll be able to live a comfortable life and give back. I always ask them, I say, like, I would really like to make enough money so that I am comfortable and my future family is comfortable, but also that I can take care of my parents and be able to give back, right? And they're saying there's nothing wrong with asking for more financial abundance so that you can do that. But we need to take the action to be able to do that. You have the card that says, ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. Yeah, they will. If you want to help others financially, if you want to help others and you need finances to be able to do so, whether it's to rent a studio or for workshops or something like that, ask us and we will help you. Okay? You are here to help others too. You're here for yourself and your journey, right? But you're also here to help others. So they're not going to just say, okay, you did all this work and we're not going to give you any money to help others. It's all on you now. No. Okay? You also have the card that says, let go of the need to control. Trust in the wisdom of a divine plan. I'm looking at the last part. Trust in the wisdom of the divine plan. Because they are here for you. So I know it's scary to take that leap. And this child card is an 18, which adds up to a 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. You are at that end of the cycle, and it's time to begin the new one. It's the perfect timing to start. Aha, yes. And this card, it kind of makes me feel, the vibes that I'm getting from this card is you might feel that you have to be perfect to move forward. Perfect at something. Or you have to perfect something. Perfect your skill. With me, I feel that I need more practice to be able to move forward with doing my readings. Like I practice with my YouTube videos, but I'm talking more about personal readings. And to the point where I thought, okay, well, I want to put my readings on Etsy, but I want to practice a little bit more first. And they're like, oh God, Jenna, but whatever. Whatever. Okay. So I posted on my Instagram, because one of the readings that I wanted to do was like bringing in a higher vibrational love. And I posted for someone to have a free reading from me, but I just wanted kind of a quick message from them in return for feedback, That's all I wanted, was kind of feedback before I start charging people for this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has taken me up on it. Nobody. And they said they weren't supposed to. Because it's time for you to take that leap. You know what to do. You've been reading cards for years now, Jenna. And whatever you're doing, you've been working on this for a while now. Probably longer. You might not even realize how long you've been working and readying yourself for this. Since you were a child, honey. The one thing that I love about this card is all the pieces that I feel come together into one big piece. And as I say, the pieces are starting to come together. The pieces are your life experiences, your passions, your knowledge. Everything is starting to come together. You just need to have faith that you know exactly what you're doing. Trust in yourself and trust in your spiritual team. Now, another thing that's coming up for your reading of what's brewing, for some of you, this is going to be a romantic relationship. For others of you, I feel that this could just be you opening up your heart to others, right? And I'm not saying that you haven't, but it's like you just being very open and vulnerable towards others. So whether it's your family members or your friends, it could be, again, with helping others, being more open with them. So what they're kind of making me feel is when I'm talking to you and I'm giving you examples from my own life, right? To help people relate or to help give people examples. It could be even that. But what they're saying to me is, let's focus on the relationship right now, Jana, because this is an important message, okay? So you have the Door to Romance card. And in that card, in a cage, which the cage door is open, there's a keyhole to unlock this heart. Well, you got the key card, that card that came out in reverse. So to me, this is potential energy that's up to you. So this key that unlocks your heart, that can be just you unlocking your own heart. That could be you meeting someone who has the key to your heart. But what they're also making me feel, and it's interesting because this card came out regularly, but somehow in this whole happenings, it turned in reverse. So I found that really interesting. I'm also interpreting the key to opening this. And this to me is a fortress. A fortress that you put around your heart, maybe. I feel that some of you want to have deeper connections with people, but we may be afraid to be more vulnerable. We may be afraid to express who we are, open ourselves up for that. But you're ready. You are ready. Like some of you, I feel that some of you are just, you're not sure if you're ready yet. It's like you want it, but you're like, oh, I don't know. I honestly have been the same way, where I'm like, okay, angels and guides, bring me my man. Bring him to me, please. And it better damn well be this summer because I want to go to the beach with him. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Because what is he going to think of me? And I don't know. There's still some things that need to be done. And they're like, no. Jenna? No. We are ready. We have been ready for a while. And what they always tell me is this whole journey wasn't about readying yourself for for your life purpose necessarily. In a way, yes. It wasn't about readying yourself for this higher vibrational relationship. You also have the Knight of Cups in reverse, so potential energy there of a suitor. No, we were readying ourselves for ourselves because we could not see our full worth, our true power. Okay? You are ready for this relationship. If you are resonating with what I've been saying, you are ready. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, right? Your cup is overflowing. So you have enough love within yourself to give love to another. You don't need someone to fill your cup, honey. It's already full. This is also a new beginning in love. It's there. It's there. Time to get your feet wet. And I love that because if you were standing there, you'd be getting your feet wet. We're not dipping our toe in anymore, Jenna. That's what they're saying, because that's the analogy that I give. I'm dipping my toe into the dating pool. They said, nope, time to get our feet wet, not just our toe. You also have the Three of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck too. So this is also talking about, as I said, it's not just romantic relationships. Maybe not feeling that we're ready to have friendships either. I honestly felt this like yesterday, where I'm like, I really want friends. I have friends, but like I really want friends to come in who maybe are vegetarian or vegan, who are very spiritual like me, who share similar beliefs and interests. I really would like to meet people, and I really like to be able to go out and do things with them, especially as things start to open up. But then there was a part of me that was like, ugh, but right now I don't have the ability to more or less to drive myself to wherever it is that we might meet. So to me, I feel, okay, well, I'm going to have to wait. But because my license expired, so I have to go do the test again. But with the pandemic, they've been closed. And now that they're deciding to reopen again, or can reopen again, I should say, well, bookings are through the roof. And if you book now, you're getting to the latter half of the year. So am I going to have to wait until October to be able to have friends? And they're like, no. But to me, that's something that's like, okay, well, maybe I'll kind of hold back a little bit and wait until I'm ready. And they're like, Jenna, this is just anger at me. You're ready. You're ready to have friends, and real friends will not care if you get dropped off. Real friends won't care if you have to take a bus or a taxi. Okay? Real friends won't mind picking you up once in a while. Right? They won't. So whatever it is, in this analogy of my driving, whatever it is for you, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a big deal. My driving for me is another reason with my relationship that I want to come in. It's like, oh, is he going to be like, oh God, this girl doesn't drive? And I know he's not going to be like that, but they said he is not going to give two craps about it, Jenna. He's going to be so happy to find you that he's not going to care that my hair is not cut and hasn't been for over 6 months. He's not going to care that I don't drive right now. He's not going to care. So these friends, this romantic partner, anyone in your life who love you, they're not going to care. So don't worry about it. So all of these things can happen for you. Moving forward in your career or on your life path towards your life purpose, or beginning your life purpose, it depends on where you are, right? meeting the love of your life, if that's what you want, meeting your soul tribe. For some of you, maybe having a child, okay? Whatever it is that you are wanting, the opportunity is there. So stop telling yourself stories that you're not ready, because you are. Let yourself receive these gifts. Let yourself receive them. Oh, and I forgot this was at the bottom of the deck. Surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden, but we're focusing on the surprises. There are so many surprises in store for you, good surprises, if you just take that leap, okay? It's bound to happen anyways, so it's going to be easier for you if you take the leap. It's your choice, okay? In this card, I feel that she's hesitant, like she's wanting to go into this new world and she's hesitant. Actually, even in this card too. Funny. Yeah. But they're encouraging you to do so. You probably don't feel that you're done healing, but you are. You might still be seeing yourself as, I don't necessarily want to say broken, but not fully healed. But this is what they're showing me you as. Just like with this bright, beautiful glow, this rainbow glow. And there's all these butterflies that's within her and her dress and her essence. You think that you're still in that cocoon phase, that you're still kind of resting, waiting for those wings to grow. No. They're already there, honey. Okay? They're already there, and it's your choice when you move forward, but they're saying you will. Even if we need to drag you kicking and screaming. Okay? But when the universe does it, it's more difficult. They're showing me the flow card. When you do it, this is all going to flow to you. You are ready and you deserve this. So give yourself the credit to move forward. Because there's so many wonderful surprises in store for you, and you're going to surprise yourself too. Okay? Okay. All right, pile number 2. This is all I have for you. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if it resonates. And I wish you all the best of luck. I know I'm in a similar energy where it's like, I know I need to move forward, but there's some hesitancy. But I know after this reading, I better go do it. Because I don't want the universe to step in. They're saying it's not as bad as you think, Jada. But it's so much easier when you decide to take the leap. And you will feel so much better about yourself. And so much more confident and proud of yourself for doing so. Okay? So thank you, pile number 2, for watching this video. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so pile number 3. Okay, so when I was shuffling your cards, a lot of the cards that came out had come out in pile number 1, especially pile number 2. And I kind of thought, I'm like, ugh, like, don't give me the same answer for this, because sometimes they'll give me very similar answers for each pile. And they're like, no, wait, give us time, have faith that this isn't going to be the same. So I'm kind of feeling that for this, some of you are feeling that, or thinking that things are just going to be the same. You know, maybe you have been on this journey and you're like, you know, I'm supposed to be coming into my own now. You know, on Instagram, messages keep coming up like my ships are coming in, and I just don't feel like, anything's going to change, right? I definitely feel that there's either a fear there, or it's like, it's more of our thoughts that are thinking that, you know, either that nothing's going to improve. We'll get into it. I'm definitely feeling that there is some sadness here, because you have the have a good cry card, and in the peace card, she just looks really, really sad. Really sad. The significance of the peace card, though, in the last pile I was talking about, we're done dipping our toes in the water, it's time to get our feet wet. And in this, it's like she's this giant woman and she's in the water, and it looks like it's slowly seeping up her dress, right? But she doesn't realize it. So to me, this is meaning you have already been absorbing or whatever, this newness, these changes, that they're coming, but you're not noticing them. That's kind of how I'm interpreting it. But they say you're about to. So, you know, just wait. You're about to. I really feel that we are we're moving away from the Seven of Pentacles feeling where we've been doing the work, and, you know, when is it going to be ready? When is this going to happen? This has been coming up a lot in my readings, and I've been feeling it myself. But we have the Eight of Cups. We're walking away from that. I definitely feel that. Okay? What they also had me feel when I was doing your cards and shuffling is sometimes I would let the cards jump out, which is what I normally do. But lately I've been sometimes feeling guided to pull some out, and they'll draw my attention to it, and I'm like, okay, yep, pull that out. And then the next time they draw my attention to it, I'm like, nope, that doesn't feel right. And then sometimes they had a couple cards jump out, and I'm like, nope, that doesn't work. I don't know the whole story, but nope, that doesn't work. This is significant, because I feel like the first thing that we're going to be talking about is romance coming in. We have the Despair card and the Three of Swords. They came out sideways. To me, this is like, maybe you're anticipating that this might happen again. There's also the False Person card and the Wealthy Man. In this term, like, in this case, I'm kind of seeing him as being that person who is just not good for you. It doesn't matter if they're wealthy or not, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. And also, both of the male cards came out in my Celtic Lenormand deck. So this is how I'm interpreting it. Doesn't matter your gender. If you are in the dating world, and they're saying this could be applied to also just meeting people in general. So take whatever resonates from this message. I knew what cards were meant for your reading and what weren't. You know what's meant for you and what isn't, because you've done the work. You're listening to yourself now. When I see the Yes card, one of the balls is illuminated with fire and the other one is gray. She knows which one is for her and which one isn't. So if you're dating, or if you're meeting potential business partners or even potential friends, you are going to have that alarm in your head going, woo, woo, something's fishy here. You're going to see those red flags so much faster than ever before. So they want me to talk about the example of dating because that one seems to be the easiest, right? Especially with, say, like online dating is very popular right now, especially because of the pandemic and people being stuck at home. There's a lot of people on there looking for love or other things. And I recently joined one again. Not fun, but before, some of these guys, maybe I would have talked to longer. But now I look at their profiles. I look at what they said to me. I look at the conversations that we have. And that helps me make the decision so much faster, sometimes right away, right? If a guy doesn't write not a big long profile, but doesn't really write anything in his profile, no, not interested. And these are just examples. Or I had this one guy that I was talking to, and I just right off the bat, I had this vibe, like this guy's looking for a hookup, and that's not what I'm looking for. And so he was trying to convince me that he wasn't. And I said to him, you're still giving me hookup vibes. And he's like, ouch, like, how, why? And I said, I'll tell you, because in all of our conversations, which we talked a couple of days, I said, the only question that you ever asked me were how I was that day and if I had a picture. You didn't ask about my job. You didn't ask me what I like to do. You didn't ask me about myself at all. And you asked me to go meet you somewhere. Like, come on, right? So I just feel that, I mean, even though that it's a very obvious thing, before it wasn't to me, it wouldn't be to me. But they're saying, you're seasoned, Jenna, you know. Unfortunately, when we go through dating or meeting people, when we meet the wrong people and let the wrong people into our lives, those are lessons. We learn those lessons, and we've been learning our lessons, right? What they're showing me with these two cards, these two men, and again, they're going to interpret it as male just because of me, right? So any gender, doesn't matter. But they're both the number 28 card, which add up to 10. So it's like that cycle of those red flag people, maybe not seeing them as easily. That's over. We're in a new cycle. So if you're worried that things might be the same moving forward in your dating life, in your relationships, doesn't matter what kind, no. You are going to be able to spot that false person a mile away. So if this is work, right? And maybe you have to do a partnership with someone, collaborate on something, and you're kind of noticing that they don't have your best interest at heart, you're going to spot that right away. And when we know this ahead of time, we can do something about it. We can speak up about it, which I feel that in this case, you've been through this lesson and you have more confidence to be able to speak about it, whether to this person or to management or whomever. You also, what they're kind of giving me, it's like someone anticipating that someone's going to do something shady and keeping notes about it, right? So keeping notes of, okay, this day I had this conversation with this person. They're even showing me like filming something. They're like, you don't have to go to this extreme, but this is an example of being proactive instead of reactive, right? Having a camera or having a recording of when you're having a conversation with someone. And I'm not saying don't do this for everyone, but when you have those vibes, like, oh, someone might try to throw me under the bus for something I didn't do. That false person. Good luck, they're saying, because we're not falling for that crap anymore. No, we are not. Okay? So, with a romantic relationship, Don't worry about you meeting the wrong person, because you might meet them, but you're not going to date them. You're not, and even if you started dating someone and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, bye, there's the door, okay? Because you do have the marriage card, and you have the door to romance card. You know who to give the key to your heart to, right? You know. You know who you want to work with. This could be somebody, even just being in school and knowing who you want to have as a lab partner or something, right? They're making me think of the last time I was in school, and I ended up working with someone, and I knew I'd end up doing all the work, but I kind of needed a partner, right? But in that case, I could kind of think, all right, you know what? I know I'm going to end up doing all the work with this person, so I'm going to find me another person. And the reason why I ended up with that person was because I was too shy to go talk to someone else to partner up with them. We don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. They're showing me that the despair card is a 32, which adds up to 5. There's changes. Changes. You also have the choose a new direction card. And you have the 6 of Swords. So we're moving into something new. We also have the walking away card. So you have the choice of walking away from these people. You have that choice. Things are going to be illuminated so much more than before. If it's for you or isn't. Regardless of if it's about speaking about people in your lives, it could be about they're making me feel like even things in your houses, right? Before, I'm a very avid like secondhand shopper for home decor because I love antiques and that sort of thing. So when I would go to yard sales, I would just buy stuff because they were a good price and bring them home, and they just didn't work. They didn't fit with my decor or anything, but it was a good deal. And they're kind of making that analogy where, Jenna, now when you go out, you're more picky. Like, not in a bad way. You're more decisive. That's a better word they're saying. You're more decisive about what you want, so you know what to spend your money on and what not to waste money on. What you're bringing into your house. So even just using that analogy of you spring cleaning and decluttering. What's for you and what isn't for you. Okay? And even with the cards, like they've had me doing this where sometimes they'll have cards come out that don't fit and I just ignore them. I just ignore them because they're not for me. They're not for you. Yeah. You know the way. You know the path. You might not consciously know exactly how to get there, but you know. This is all about listening to our intuition, our inner knowing. But there is definitely change brewing in your life. You have the change card, which I love. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. I'm only focusing on the change part. The second part actually really fits with the second pile. But this isn't for you. Just the change. This change wants to come in. Okay? It's not going to be the same because you are not the same person. You've been through it, right? If you even think about going to school, whether high school or college, say you have a four-year program or the 4 years in high school. You're a different person from when you begin, from when you end. So each year, each step of the way, you gain more knowledge. So you're never going to be the same person that you used to be. You are standing in your own. They're making me feel like this is you. You're wearing your crown proudly. They're encouraging you to take action, okay? Take action on this journey towards your passions, towards these people, whomever they may be, maybe towards a relationship, okay? They're bringing my attention to my arms. I am very self-conscious about my arms. So in a relationship, going into the dating pool, I am nervous, or at least I have been nervous about how a man would react to my physical body or to what I feel are flaws, whether it's circumstances in my life or my physical body, right? The right person doesn't care about this. See, you're not the same person. You have risen to a new level, honey. A new level. It's like you graduating high school and going to college, and it's just a whole new pool of people, okay? You know, some people from your high school may have decided to go to the same college as you, so that could be some of those people that are the red flag people. But you're at this whole new level where these people are different, right? They're different. And they're saying, even if these people that are at this this college are from your high school, they may be completely different people too, because you're different. All right? But you will know the difference. You will know if they've changed or not. So having risen to another level and going into the dating pool and knowing these people are not for me, there's a higher vibrational set of people out there who are, I don't even know how to describe them, who are focusing more on the more important things. Their priorities are straight. They have their head screwed on, right? That's what they're saying. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how to say it. They say, honey, the man that's for you isn't going to care about this. The people that are for you are at a higher vibration. So we're less likely to have this, right? And these people, you will see them. They're making me feel that in this card, it's like somebody's lighting a flare. Like, I'm over here. You'll be directed towards them. You'll be directed towards the things that are right for you. And it's happening. It's happening without you even noticing it yet. But that's okay, because there's pieces that need to be put into place first. That's why this card came out. I always see this as puzzle pieces. There are pieces that need to be put into place. People, maybe, that need to be moved or brought together. But the energy this summer is all about action. Movement, action. It's happening and it's coming. Okay? This card came out in the last reading. You're ready. So some of you might not feel that you're ready because you're still worried that you're going to be stuck in the same area. My angels and guides are like, you didn't have to go on online dating to meet your person. You knew deep within yourself that he wasn't going to be on there. He's not. But we guided you and you listened to go on this dating website to show you how much you've changed. Okay? How much, how easily you see those red flags. But also, with me, I always attributed my self-worth to being pretty or being pretty enough for a man to pay attention to me. And I finally put up my picture, and I'm not saying I'm gorgeous by any means. I'm actually, that's one of the things about my looks. That's like the last thing that I need to work on, right? That I'm still working on, I should say. But having men either like my profile or tell me that I was gorgeous or beautiful or whatever they say, pretty, would have made my day. I would have thrived on that. And to have someone say it, I was like, thanks, but like it did nothing for me. Nothing. Nothing. And I never would have thought that things would be different, right? No. That's because I value myself and not my exterior, but my interior, right? I've changed. And I wish I could show you how much I have changed, but I can't because it's all in here. You can't see how much you've changed because it's all in here. Okay? But it's coming. It's coming. It's about to be illuminated. Just how far you've come and grown. You're about to step into your power. Okay? They say it's already within you, but you are just going to start seeing how powerful, how much strength you have. You've been through this. You know you have that inner strength, but you're about to see. What they made me feel is that this next stage is about us coming into our own, right? So realizing just how much power that we have within us. And not like that bad power, right? This is like our light. Spreading our light, what we're capable of in our life and helping people and so many different things. I can't even think of everything, but they're like, you're not supposed to know, honey. That's the joy of the journey. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to discover, okay? So you are going to start discovering how much you have changed and how far you have come. And then you will realize you are not the same person. So these situations that we're afraid of getting into, whether this is rejection from a romantic partner or heartbreak, rejection from a job or friendships, no. We have the strength to get through that anyways, but we know what's right for us now, okay? I don't think I need to say anything more. Okay? Group number 3. You do have the gift card. So what they've been having me, or what they've been telling me, is that all this work that we've been doing, we're about to be rewarded for it. The ultimate gift is the gift of ourselves, right? The freedom to be who we are, to learn how much strength we have, our growth. But, you also have the abundance card. And they won't tell me these gifts. They're going to be different for everyone. But in this case, she's holding a bowl full of golden coins and it's overflowing. So things are going to start changing in your physical life too. All right? So I'm really excited for you to finally see and feel how far you've come. I feel that you're feeling it, but there's also maybe some doubt there. But don't worry. You're already on your new journey. This change has already been happening. Okay. Mentally, we haven't caught up. All right. So the analogy that they're giving me is when I lost weight after being heavy for so long, I went to the store to try on clothes, and there was this skirt that I absolutely loved. And I put it on and it didn't fit, and I was so upset. And the sales lady was like, "Hi honey, how's it going?" And I was just like, "Oh, it doesn't fit." And she said, "Honey, you just need a smaller size." And I was like, "What?" It was too big, but I interpreted me as being the problem. Like, I didn't even realize that getting a size smaller was a thing, because that never happened to me before. Okay? My mind it hadn't caught up with my weight loss. That's what's happening here. All right? Your mind hasn't caught up yet, but it will. Okay? Just give it a little bit of time. It's hard for us after maybe a period of time, a long period of time for some of us, for not seeing our true worth, for having these beliefs about ourselves of who we are or who we need to be, and those changing rapidly, especially this past year or so, right? Our mind hasn't caught up yet, but it will. It will. You're about to be rewarded. That's another thing that's brewing, okay? Yeah. You are so focused on something that you don't even see what's growing in the background. You don't even see it. And these are two pyramids. So it took a while for them to be built, right? You're not even seeing what's being built for you in your life. But that's a good thing, they're saying. It's a good thing because then, it wouldn't be a surprise. So just take a breath, because you are different. And these new developments are going to be showing up soon, okay? If you need help to realize how far you've come, you can ask your angels and guides to show you. And they will guide you like they guided me to go on a dating website. And it didn't make sense to me at the time, but I felt guided to, so I did it. Even if they have you speaking to someone, maybe they'll guide you to a conversation of someone who maybe hasn't gone on their journey yet. And then you go, wow, I have come far. Especially if it was someone that maybe you hung out with, maybe in high school or years back, or even 2 years ago, and you haven't really talked to them much since. And just seeing the growth, okay? So if you need that help, ask them. And you will be amazed. I know you will. Okay? All right, pile number 3, I'm going to end this video. Let me know if it resonates. I'm really excited for you and for you to really realize how far you've come and to receive the gifts, the fruits of your labor, they're saying, because they're almost done, those pyramids. They are done. So get ready. Get ready, okay? All right, pile number 3. I hope you have a wonderful next few months. They're showing me like 3 to 6 months. So wait for that. You don't have to wait the full 6 months, but what they've been showing me is that things are going to start coming in faster, like a waterfall, just like dumping things on you. And the gifts that we're receiving, they're going to continue to come in. So it's not going to be an all at once thing, although some of them, yes, but these gifts, they're definitely going to be not necessarily spread out, but some of them, they're saying spread out, Jenna. Some of them are spread out. You can't receive everything all at once. It would just be too much, okay? So your abundance is coming. Alright, pile number 3. Have a good next couple of months, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.